Welcome back to Gear Auto TV, the place where performance meets precision, where each new release gets a deep dive, not just a first impression. Today's spotlight shines on a machine that blends electric power, luxury attitude, bold personality, blazing capability, plus a fresh dose of Korean performance culture. This is the 2026 Genesis GV60 Magma, the most aggressive interpretation of the GV60 nameplate so far. Genesis has been growing its performance identity under the Magma banner, pushing concept energy into production reality. What we have here is a compact electric SUV tuned for presence, tuned for control, tuned for a driver who refuses to blend into traffic. Now settle in as we break this rocket down feature by feature. Let's begin at the nose of the GV60 Magma. Genesis kept a familiar two-line lighting signature, yet this particular model turns it into a more assertive statement. Slim LED bars slice across the fascia like heat-treated blades. Beneath them sits a reshaped lower intake zone carved purposefully for improved airflow. Cooling performance-oriented hardware tucked behind the bodywork. The Magma-exclusive bumper introduces sharp angles that suggest motion even while parked. The grille panel, though closed for efficiency, carries a textured geometric pattern that gives the front end a sense of depth. One quick glance communicates that this is not simply a luxury, this is a performance flagship in compact form. Moving to the profile, the 2026 GV60 Magma reveals sculpted muscle over every panel. The wheel arches are widened, housing 21-inch forged wheels dressed in high-grip rubber. Bright Magma orange brake calipers peer through the spokes, hinting at the model's upgraded stopping power. The side character line sweeps upward, lifting toward the rear quarter panel to create rising tension-filled silhouette. Flush door handles preserve aerodynamic cleanliness while also elevating the futuristic impression. The roofline curves gradually downward, pushing the crossover's shape closer to coupe territory, giving the whole side view a performance-focused attitude matched by minimal chrome usage. The rear design is where the Magma personality gets the loudest. Genesis uses a two-tier spoiler arrangement, a roof-mounted spoiler controlling airflow from above, plus a lower lip spoiler sculpted into the tailgate. The now iconic two-line lighting continues across the back in a full-width configuration that highlights the vehicle's width. A re-engineered diffuser sits lower than on the standard GV60, pushing sport cues into more authentic territory. You'll note the lower bumper's aerodynamic fins, each placed to stabilize air turbulence at higher speeds. It's functional, not decorative. That sums up the rear form amplified through purpose. Interior. Step inside the 2026 GV60 Magma. You're met by a cockpit built for engagement. Genesis supplies Alcantara surfaces across key touch zones, keeping hands firmly planted during spirited driving. Perforated sport seats deliver generous side bolstering, tailored to hold the driver during cornering without sacrificing long-distance comfort. The Magma theme appears through orange accent stitching, seat piping, and unique Magma badging embedded in the headrests. The crystal sphere shifter remains a centerpiece, rotating from a glowing urban to a drive selector every startup. It's theatrical yet still practical. Ahead of the driver sits a wide digital cluster paired seamlessly to a companion infotainment display, stretching nearly pillar to pillar. The interface is crisp, fast, intuitive, exactly what a performance-focused EV requires. Sound is handled through a premium audio system engineered to deliver clarity even during aggressive acceleration. Storage remains solid for a compact EV SUV, providing everyday practicality without diluting the sporty philosophy. Ambient lighting flows across the doors and dash, offering customizable color schemes based on drive mode or user preference. Performance under the skin. The Magma treatment enhances motor output, battery cooling, chassis stiffness, plus overall handling calibration. Exact horsepower numbers may vary by region, but the target envelope places the GV60 Magma comfortably above the standard GV60 performance trim. Expect a dual-motor layout supplying explosive acceleration, propelling the SUV from zero to highway pace faster than many dedicated sports cars. Suspension tuning becomes noticeably more assertive. Engineers fitted firmer dampers, stiffer sway bars, plus a revised geometry strategy, sharpening turn-in behavior. This favors precision. Steering weight also intensifies, giving the driver a more connected sensation where small inputs translate clearly to the road. Thermal management improvements let the vehicle sustain power during repeated acceleration runs without significant drop-off. Brakes are enlarged, built for serious stopping confidence, supported by a performance-oriented regenerative braking profile. Software also plays a massive role. Genesis includes advanced to-work vectoring logic that distributes electric power to maximize grip through corners. Selectable drive settings allow drivers to tailor throttle response, steering feel, suspension firmness, plus one-pedal behavior. The electric platform remains one of the smoothest in the luxury of world, offering silence when you want it, then brutal forward thrust when summoned. For range, the GV60 Magma is expected to meet respectable numbers despite its performance focus. The battery pack supports rapid DC fast charging on compatible stations, regaining a significant percentage of range in minutes rather than hours. At-home charging solutions remain simple, using standard Level 2 equipment. Daily usability stays strong. A compact footprint for urban maneuvering, high seating for commanding vision, plus comfort levels befitting a premium electric crossover. Exact pricing will vary by market, but the GV60 Magma sits above the regular GV60 Performance Edition. Think of it as a halo variant for compact electric luxury shoppers. Genesis positions this model as a bridge between premium practicality and sports-focused EV passion. For buyers wanting a more vivid, more visceral EV experience without moving into six-figure super EV territory, the Magma model should land perfectly. The 2026 Genesis GV60 Magma represents a bold signal from the brand. Korean luxury is no longer content to follow familiar patterns. It's forging its own high-performance identity. This SUV delivers expressive design, daring character, a power profile fit for driver-focused excitement, plus interior craftsmanship that competes effortlessly against European rivals. If you crave an EV that respects daily comfort yet strikes a scorching first impression, the GV60 Magma might be exactly the machine calling your name. Thanks for watching Gear Auto TV. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more deep dive automotive analysis. Until next time, keep your hands on the wheel, eyes on the horizon, plus your garage ready for whatever new creation arrives next.